Damn, this bright light. Hold on a second. Shit, now I can't see anything. You are welcome. Trying to switch my camera, but I can't seem to switch it. Oh, there it is. Okay. Smoking Telegraph Hill. Cannot seem to switch my camera. Let's see what we got here. YouTube is such a tricky beast. So I just found out there's a pipe meeting or a pipe club meeting in Richmond, Virginia tomorrow. I'd heard about it like a month ago. Totally forgot about it. And then just last night realized that it was this weekend. So had to call and book reservations. It's at the Sutliff factory, actually. But you can't park there. You actually have to stay at the whatchamacallit. You have to stay at the Omni downtown Richmond, Virginia. And then they will have shuttles that will take you to Sutliff. I'm going to be smoking in a while. Dark Bird's Eye for the first time. Yikes. Yowza. I hope you're sitting down. For your sake. Budrum, smoking some, I'll type it in here. Are you going to be smoking it while we're here? Because if so, I need some real-time impressions. Yikes. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Bright light. Bright light. There we go. No, no, no. This is the Suryak. Suryak. Never said it that way before. Suryakapo. I'm smoking the Telegraph Hill as we speak. I wonder if I could make this a sticky. Oh, I can pin it. Very nice. Oh, I can pin all kinds of things. This is fantastic. I never knew this before. I pin, therefore I am. See. I head to Richmond. I go to see my brothers of the Briar. I'm not going to buy any tobacco. That's for damn sure. I'm way overstocked on tobacco right now. I might go up there to sell some tobacco. That's what I should probably do. I should probably, now that I think about it, I should probably take my life supply of Parettis up there and see if I can sell it in the back alley. Scarecrow, no. Scarecrow. It sounds scary. I'm not, I don't like anything Scarecrow-like. I saw Children of the Corn, movie made in 1984, not from Indiana originally, and I was like around 10-ish by the time that came out in VHS. And my brother rented it, and we watched it at home. My house, growing up as a child, was surrounded by cornfields. I was scared to death to play in the corn ever again. Also, partly responsible toward why I love corncob pipes. There's something about corn. The crops never got so scary as they did in that movie. I like produce, but I don't like scary produce. Oh, Scarecrow is like a holiday Halloween special, it sounds like. It's a shame that we grow pumpkins for the sole purpose of decoration. It seems extremely wasteful, actually. I'm not sure how pumpkin farms survive. They must have two seasons. You can't survive just on selling pumpkins for October. I'm assuming. Warp cigars. Interesting. Shane Ireland wrote it. Wrote it is strong. Interesting. Okay. I don't smoke a pipe for nicotine. Never a consideration. I felt the nick before, but it has no bearing on my enjoying a blend. I would have to agree with that. Although I think there's a correlation issue to heavy body usually means heavier nicotine. And I like heavy body tobaccos, so I think I like nicotine, but it's hard to tell. Excuse me. Unlike coffee, they can't denicotinize pipe tobacco. So that experiment will probably never be done. Took me a few bowls to get comfortable with the Telegraph Hill. And now I'm a big fan. I might have a future career as a vapor lover. I haven't had this much Perique in a while, and this is much stronger Perique than Bayou Morning's piece of cake. I can I could put that in my pancakes, and I'd have no issue. This this does a little it does a little nose tickling. I was inside earlier listening to some 1960s jazz, some classic albums. Now that I spent a small spent a small fortune on this new amplifier, I was never one to sit around and listen to music. But there's nothing good on TV, and I don't own a TV, so I've committed myself to listening to albums, and I cringe every time I say that. Jazz. I hear enough people talk during the day that when I hear music, I hear human voices. There's probably something dark in that. But damn it, that's how I feel. Bud Rums, no, I think we've already decided. I'm gonna load up my trunk with my Parettis and try to sell it at the pipe meetup up in Richmond, Virginia. We savor our rarest treasures a bit differently than Lane 1Q. I agree. Well said. I'm gonna feel like a little bit of a hypocrite because I'm gonna be at the Sutliff plant, which is where the entire meetup takes place. Apparently, it seems strange. They must have like a reception hall there or something. But I'm not a big fan of Sutliff, so I'm gonna have to fake it, or someone give me a legit Sutliff blend. They make a couple match blends, which I've never had, but I assume I'm going to meet some Sutliff people, and they're going to say, "Hey, which of our blends is your favorite?" And I'm going to have to lie. It's not going to be that Dulce Molce stuff that I tried once. Somebody give me a couple Sutliff blends they seem plausible that I might like them. Does all the Peretti in Watch City? That'd be a cruel joke. That's not funny. I would take Peretti's up to sell back to Sutliff. I might. No, I probably shouldn't. Nah, maybe I should. I got some Peretti crap in there I can load up after this, just to give it the old college try. I better not go up there and dog Peretti's in front of them. That would be a proverbial slap in the face. Mm. I don't always like telegraphs, but when I do, they're on a hill, and I smoke it. Telegraph Hill by GOPs. What's in your pipe? And cut. There's the commercial. I like Sutliff Burley Cube Cut and Sugar Bucket. Sugar Bucket? It's not a respectable name. That sounds, I get the feeling there's a lot of Black Cavendish in that. What happens if Peretti Knight and Every takes their Peretti blends to share? That would be, oh, I'd jump off the balcony if that were the case. Sugar Bucket's a Burley blend? Hmm. I got to think of a commercial for Sugar Bucket. Sugar Bucket. Sounds like crap, but it's not. Yeah, that could be that could be on the tin art. Very dry humor, very understated. Sugar Bucket. Better than it sounds. Could use that for a lot of things, actually. Those Sutliff Kringle flakes. That sounds weird. Are no joke, top notch. A buddy at the show already sent me a picture of the pile of the 2021 batch. Kringle flakes. Insert a link, or if you can. I think you're allowed to insert things here. Crinkle flake. I don't like the sound of that. It's a little too cutesy for my taste. Mmm. Well, we had someone smoking Dark Bird's Eye here in a minute. I got to scroll up. Who was that? Show yourself. Identify yourself. 2019 was a straight Virginia in the vein of McClelland, no joke, and the 2020's Vapor, both absolutely fantastic. Interesting. Okay. Yo, Art, come on. Come on. Man up. My good tobacco's running out. I have to go. I'm gonna have to go pack a bowl of the Peretti crap. I might give. I don't want to try any of it. I'm trying to. I got 5 of them in there. I'm trying to think of the least offensive one. It's the lesser of 5 evils. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough times. Isn't New Minster made by Sutliff? I have an unopened box of 400. My local brick and mortar has some New Minster in a jar. I've had several. It's decent. It's decent stuff. It's decent stuff. Hmm. Damn. That's still no excuse. I don't have a fireplace. It might smell. I heard Paredes is fantastic for sprucing up ditches with. By God, my ditches never smelt finer than when I when I poured my Peretti tobacco in them. Well, that could be an SNL commercial. Tired of smelly ditches? Try Peretti's. I recommend the 333. Only $5 an ounce. Order now. Free shipping over $100. Yeah, exactly. I just put a canister of what do I have? Is it Thanksgiving? I got Cuban. I got Thanksgiving. I can't even recall the names now. St. James Mixture, Tashkent. I might smoke that Tashkent crap here in a second. 3.4 my ass. Uh, I feel like I'm tapping into the personality of oh God, the 1986 movie. Ron Howard directed it. Gung Ho, with the Japanese auto plant that comes to Pittsburgh. Michael Keaton. Fantastic movie. He had a level of indignation that I'm tapping into. Well, my goal tonight, McCloud, is to rip that out of your queue with my review. I didn't even intend to rhyme, but I did. Oh, Gung Ho is fantastic. I've seen it all the way through at least 5 times in my adult life. Is it an underappreciated gem? It is just fantastic. That should be in the Criterion collection, in my opinion. It's the only movie that have ever heard the quote, "You bet your red, white, and blue ass." And I probably use that phrase at least once a month since about the age of 18. That's a lot of years. I always find I always find a social situation to use that phrase in. Help me out with there's another scarcity likes attraction. There's another phrase, blank likes blank. For whatever reason, I can't think of it. Misery loves company, but there's another one. Misery loves company. There's a couple other versions of that. I never saw crazy people. And my goal was to save my tongue for the Richmond show, but I can devote half a tongue to ruin, I guess. Let's see what we got. I never sit in this chair. Let's see what we have here. It's just spread around my kitchen. I just kind of keep these tins around. So here's 333. That's not going to cut it. I see the perpetrator right here. Pashkent. They didn't even spell it legibly. Look at that. It's kind of a sloppy job. Pashkent? All right. Let's take one for the team. The scary thing about this stuff is that you don't get tongue bite during the bowl. You get it the next day. So it doesn't really matter what it smells like, but it smells decent. Let's see here. I want to get it as far away from my mouth as possible. There's only one pipe in the house that can do that. This has got to be enough distance to save me. Misery loves Peretti. I think that calls for temporary moderator status. That's a winner. That's a zinger. That's fantastic. All right, we'll do Pashkent. In the church warden, and I think I saw on the back of the tin it does recommend keep Pashkent at least 12 inches away from your mouth. Much like it says you shouldn't pack batteries in your luggage when you're flying in a plane. All right. It doesn't matter. It can only get better if it dries out. I ordered some Northwoods again, but this time I'm adding nightcap to it. Well, don't brag. For a little kick. I wonder if C&D Cube Cut Burley would mix well with Northwoods Cube Cut Burley. Cube Cut Burley straight, like the mixing Cube Cut Burley? It couldn't do bad. There's Pennsylvania. Boston. Yeah, there's enough buffer there. I think you'd put probably 20% Cube Cut Burley and have no issues whatsoever. All right. Back to the fray. Can somebody Google the dictionary term for fray? I've said that phrase before, and everyone thinks they know what it means, but I never actually knew the definition. We're going to have to go for a long pipe cleaner. There we go. All right. I'll shut this way. Okay. I'll develop some type of syndrome. All right. Tashkent. I mispronounced it earlier as Tashkent. Here we go. Not bad so far. Doable. In Cloud, I think as a temporary moderator, you have the ability to pin messages. If you could pin the Misery Loves Peretti, that'd be fantastic for all to see. It's kind of a welcome message to those just joining. Not bad. Not bad. Again, I'm going to pay the price tomorrow. This thing always gets clogged, but in a weird way. So I just have to tear it apart mid-bowl and pass this long pipe cleaner through it. It's a very high effort pipe, but I love it, so I don't care. On Cloud, there's three little dots to the side of to the text that you type in. You might be able to pin something if you click on it. You might be able to, you might not be able to. Apparently, there can only be one message pinned at a time, so maybe I'm the only one who can do that. That's okay. You're not the first thing that let me down today. It has a weird mouth feel. It makes my mouth feel weird. But it has a good smell. It has a decent retrohale. It's not horrible. That's what they should put on the tin. Pashkent. It's not horrible. I think I'll get some of that. Oh Christ. From this distance, I think Pashkent might be a decent. They should give it a better name. It's impossible to remember. But 11 to 12 inches away from any orifice, like that's where it really shines. Again, they could put this on the tin. C&D says best had with 10 to 12 years. Freddie says best had from a distance of 10 to 12 inches. Mm. Now that the weird mouthfeel is done, there's still a little bit of a jellyfish stinging my mouth. But if I look past that, I could see mistaking this for like a kind of like a railroad station from Boswell's. Oh, railroad station was my favorite from Boswell's, by the way. So if you haven't ordered Northwoods already, that railroad station, that's a winner. I always preferred it to Northwoods, by the way. Where's Yoart? He's probably passed out from smoking from smoking dark bird's eye. Does anybody have his phone number? We might need to check in on that guy. He hasn't commented here in about 10 minutes. Yoart found dead in his living room, pipe in hand, and a bag of dark bird's eye on his chest. Smoking decent now. Smoking decent. Give us the review, Yoart. Come on. Inquiring minds want to know. I've used two words to express dark bird's eye. The last time I bought it, the last time I smoked it in one of these hangouts, and it was dark bird's eye is serious business. It was a very serious tobacco. Not for the faint of heart. Okay, I might be able to keep this pash can crap. I might be able to. I'm gonna have to mix it with something, I think, just to protect my tongue. But if I can get two church wardens and duct tape them together and get it about 2 feet away from my mouth, almost like remember those Ricola commercials? Ricola, like one of those Matterhorn type of. You're on top of the Alps, blowing a big horn. Like I need that kind of distance. Maybe with a tripod, it's going to be a pretty long pipe at that point. If I could smoke this through a saxophone, that would be ideal. Move. Yikes. Ugh. I'll tell you what. This one's the best of the bunch. I was complaining about there is a zero retrohale on the other crap in there. This has some cojones. I will say that. I'll give credit where credit's due. You shouldn't be scared of tobaccos, though. Like, I'm scared of this stuff. I'm really scared. I'm gonna wake up and my tongue's gonna feel like a cactus. It's not. We talked about this last time. I think I asked everyone what tobacco had the biggest delayed tongue bite you ever had, and it's everybody always says McBaron. McBlowtorch, I think was the quote. Yeah, I'm sure there's some aromatics. I'm not an aromatic smoker, but I have to assume there's some aromatics that destroy you guys. Tastes good going down, you pay for it the next day. Lane 1Q is not one of them, by the way. Actually, I think it's a damn fine blend, to be honest. I'd smoke Lane 1Q daily, to be honest. I haven't had Captain Black in a while. I don't want to either. Dark Fire, Kentucky. It's the only throat tickle. It shouldn't go that. It shouldn't go down that far. It's the only leaf I can really feel. Okay, guys, this is shaping up now. This is shaping up right nice. I'm getting tons of retrohale. Big body. Except for that retrohale, I didn't. I was looking at my old video when I bought this stuff 5 years ago, and there was one I didn't buy this time that I bought then, which was called W, and apparently, or Dundee, Dundee W, W Dundee. I think that's the same blend. But anyway, uh, no, maybe they're different. But Dundee or W, I don't have either one here if they are two different ones. But one of those was my favorite of the entire order 5 years ago. I don't even think I saw it this time around. RLP6 is Captain Black White without the PG. I've had Lane RLP6. I will say that everything tastes better in this pipe. So this is a magic pipe. You can't tell it from the picture, but it is magical. So if it was going to shine, it would shine here, and it's shining. I don't want to give it a big head, but it's shining a little bit. It's shining a little bit. I'd love to smoke this back to back with the Railroad Station from Boswell's. It's making plumes of smoke. I had the hardest time smoking any of that other stuff. I was relighting every 2 minutes. Just couldn't get it to burn. It's one thing you want. A good quality in tobacco is that it burns. I'm too. I have PTSD from this blend, so yeah, I'm definitely not sold. I'm still very skeptical. Very skeptical. Like I need a monocle in one eye. That's the emoji that I use the most. Is the staring off to the side with a monocle. Always investigating. Like Kojak. Nice. Nice. I did let it dry out a little bit. I left the tin open and the bag in the tin open to the air for a couple hours like last week. Let the demons escape. Because the first bowl I had, man, it was not nice. I think I went through half a Bic lighter just trying to keep it lit. My thumb was red. I wanted to get one of those barbecue lighters because I couldn't strike the child-proof lighter anymore. No, I never actually saw an episode of Kojak, but when Norm Macdonald passed away, they had all his best clips, and he told a joke about Kojak on Seinfeld's Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee. It's a little 30-second clip on YouTube, and it's he talks about the pilot episode of Kojak. It's hilarious. If you haven't seen it, it's worth 30 seconds. No, I've never seen an episode of any of that type of show. I never saw an episode of Kojak or Perry Mason or Andy Griffith, whatever that show was called, Matlock. It was either a lawyer or a cop. Never saw any of those. I saw an episode of Cagney and Lacey when I was in my preteen years. Hill Street Blues. Mm. I got a little freight train going here, a little choo-choo. That's what I love about this pipe. You can just do small draws and kind of develop a plume that surrounds your face, which is how I prefer to sleep, just surrounded by a cloud of smoke. You feel a little bit like Popeye. Little baby sips. It doesn't really work with normal pipes. I don't know. There's nothing unusual about the stem. The stem is roughly the same dimension as any other one, but the draw and the I don't know what you call it, the not fluid dynamics, the gas dynamics of taking a draw off a long stem. It just feels different, more satisfying, to be honest. if they weren't such a pain to clean, and if you didn't have to get 12-inch pipe cleaners, to be honest, I would prefer to smoke these all day long. For two reasons. Smoking quality, actually three reasons. The smoking quality, the lightness, the clenchability, and the fact if you ever want to grab it, it's already where your hand is. You don't have to bring your hand up to your whole shoulder up to your mouth. It's hard to find them in this exact dimension, though, with this exact curve, with this lightweight. There's a lot of church wardens that are big, heavy, almost Boswell type bricks of wood that you don't it take up your whole hand just to hold it, or they don't have the bend and they're almost too straight, which means the clench would be put a lot of torque on your mouth. But this particular bend is just perfect, and the fact it's a plastic stem, super light. In 2 years, I think that I'm gonna divert this channel toward hookah, but I'm gonna put pipe tobacco in it because at that point, I won't want to clench anything heavy. I'll just want a big tube going into my mouth. I didn't say cooler because I agree with that. I and I'm a math guy, but not a physics guy. There's a big difference. But it's not the temperature. It's not the temperature. Because not too much cooling can happen between here and there. But it is definitely, and I've had this pipe for 4 years now. Had maybe 100 bowls. I don't smoke it that often, but it's always better. Always. It's possible that no, that doesn't make sense either. Inevitably, when you're not drawing, air is getting into the pipe, and the more stem there is, the more air on the outside can mix with the smoke you're about to draw through. Maybe that's something, but it is even in a blind taste test, even in a blind test, if somebody put this in my mouth and said, "Guess how long the stem is," I feel, and I'm a science guy, I feel like I could tell a difference whether it was a. I've had pokers, little 4-inch pokers. I forget what else. There's another name for them. Nose warmers. That's not for me. Partly because they're usually big and chunky, but even then, I didn't want. I just never had a good smoking experience out of it. I like a lot of distance between me and the bowl. Nothing's well. It's Jesus. It's October 1st. There hasn't been any new releases, any big releases, I should say. I have Shutter, so I'm assuming probably today Shutter had a bunch of new movies out. But I'm a big fan of scary movies. Scary movies and scary tobacco. That's nice. Even we're getting down to the last quarter bowl ish. Still pretty nice. I'll be damned. I'm happy because out of the 5 blends, this was the I bought two 8 ouncers, way too committal. I should never do that again. but this is one I bought 8 ounces of. That's a lot. That's a lot of pash. Big plumes. Big plumes. I also like the trailing smoke from the stem up here too. Yeah, the retro hill is real nice. Or as they say down here in the South, right nice. That's right nice. I'll be damned. Well, this was a successful experiment. Not all is lost, apparently. Like a scared child, I went running back into the arms of C&D, but I gave a brief glance back at Paredes, but still wanted to keep on walking. Not lately, no. I haven't had salami burley flake in a long time. Hey, TX, welcome. Ordered a tin of Cairo and currently smoking Bayou Morning Flake. Good stuff. Did you find the flake version any different? Unfortunately, I couldn't do a side by side. I never had both in the house at the same time. But I think they are different. But I hesitate to say that without being able to. I always like to do the not even back to back, but side by side, two pipes going. But I think they're different but equal. That's not quite true, I don't think, because I've only had like 5 bowls of the flake. But I'll be damned. I've had so much of the Bayou Morning ribbon cut. I think I prefer it because I'm used to it more and I know exactly what to expect. And this one's a little more of a wild card. But you can't go wrong with either one of them. That ribbon cut is just so. I like the. As you get older, sometimes you just want to. You want something easier to smoke. You don't want to fuss and have to relight. And so that's where I think the ribbon cut really comes in, like this Telegraph Hill, which I'll show you here. It's just the perfect cut, perfect moisture, perfect size. It almost smokes itself. You almost don't have you almost don't have to be in the room. It just takes care of everything. It's like a Roomba. It's the Roomba of pipe tobacco. Cairo is very nice. All right, boys, I'm going to call the night. Got to get to bed early and head to the pipe show tomorrow. I will maybe post a picture or maybe on my phone do a quick live stream if there's something interesting to capture. But I'm excited. I have not been to a pipe show since 2021 now. I think it's been 3 years I've been to a pipe show, which was in Raleigh, North Carolina. But I had been to the Richmond Pipe Show back in 2016, just one time. That was a good time. So this would be the first time since then. Looking forward to it. All right, boys, have a good night, and we'll probably see you tomorrow. Take care.